reliable way to build Android apps. I'd like to invite Steph up to tell you more.
Thanks, Jason. I'm Steph. I work on the Android team. Android Studio is our official IDE. It's purpose-built for Android. And it was only 3 years ago, right here at I/O, that we showed it for the first time. Since then, it has built a ton of momentum. 92% of the top 125 apps and games now use Android Studio, and millions of developers worldwide. Our Android engineering team sees that almost all the professional developers that we connect with have used it and switched over from our Eclipse tools. Your feedback has been awesome because it's helped us focus on the right things. We care a lot about making it great, and there's much more to come. This morning, we'll release our latest, which is Android Studio's 2.2 preview, focusing on speed, smarts, and Android platform support. First, speed. Already with 2.1, we made building and running changes 10 times faster than it was only 6 months ago. Our new Instant Run feature drove most of this. Now when you hit run, we deploy changes directly into the running app. The emulators are 3 times faster, and push speeds are even faster than that. So all of that means the emulators are now actually faster than the physical device that's probably in your pocket right now. But we want to keep speeding you up to launch earlier. One of the things that you told us is that we could not possibly make build speeds too fast. So with 2.2, we're going to accelerate build speeds again. Plus, we know Instant Run's a long-term bet, so we'll keep expanding coverage. Another thing we want to do is make it easier to write tests to help drive up app quality. So with test recording, now as you just tap through your app, we'll write all of your Espresso test code for you. It's basically as if you had handwritten the code yourself, and you can run those tests locally, or you can run them with our IDE-integrated cloud test lab to make sure your app runs well on many Android devices. Now, one of the things the engineering team is most excited about is that with 2.2, you're going to be able to build layouts faster, and they'll run faster too. So let me show you this. 2.2 includes a rewritten, feature-rich layout designer with new constraint layouts. So what you're going to see here is you'll be able to use the layout window. It's almost like a sheet of paper. So you can position your widgets, and once you're happy, you'll see here we save you a ton of time because we're going to automatically add all the constraints for you, doing a bunch of actually very cool math under the covers. You'll see the UI here is now going to adapt, so you can try it on different Android devices. It'll adapt to different orientations. But what you can't see is behind the scenes, your app will run faster too. So many of you here are professional Android developers, and you know building rich UI usually requires nested layouts, and those are hard to performance tune at times. With constraint layouts, there is no nesting required. So overall, you get the same rich UI, less work, and better performance by default. Second, smarts. We want to help you write better Android apps. The 2.2 preview includes a new APK analyzer, so you can figure out, hey, what's making my app so big? This is really useful for all of you who are targeting emerging markets. You've talked to us a lot about this. You also asked for a layout inspector. So we have a new layout inspector in 2.2, so you can find out what's inside your Android layouts. When you run code analysis, you'll find a bunch of new quality checks. And that's in addition to the 260 that are already there, all designed to eliminate common classes of errors that we see on Android. And we integrated the latest version of the wonderful IntelliJ IDE, 2016.1. The third thing I want to talk about is Android platform support. So we developed the IDE right alongside the platform, so we can bring you the very best. 2.2 includes, to name just a few, support for N's new Jack compiler, which is bringing you wonderful Java 8 features like lambdas, default methods. And for all of you developers who are working on graphics-rich like games and apps, you know C++ is critical, and it's because of your requests we've been steadily building out C++ support. Now, we already have C++ editing and debugging, but in 2.2, you'll find a major change based on your feedback. In addition to Gradle, for build, we'll now support CMake and NDK build. And both of those build systems will work with the debugger, and then on top of that, we made C++ debugging better also. So I would really appreciate it, we would really appreciate it if you download and try all of this today and give us feedback. With that, I would love to pass it back to Jason. Thank you very much.